Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Oracle DB online training. So in this session, we are going to look how you can configure an email notification method in an enterprise manager cloud control. So previously we have seen how to install the OEM 13.5 on any virtual box, and even though we have looked at how to configure how to install an agent on any database server. Okay, so those things we have already covered up. So in this session, what is we are targeting is to how you can get an email notification on your mails if there is some issue is happening on the particular database server. So for that we are configuring the email notification. So before I'll move further, I'll request all the new friends to please subscribe my YouTube channel Oracle DB online training. On this YouTube platform, you're already getting a lot of learnings. So recently we have also announced the exclusive membership where you can get a lot of learnings. So if you want to join, please click here and join. So our OEM related playlist, you can just go and watch this playlist, which is related to all the stuffs related to Oracle Enterprise Manager tutorials. You can get it from here. So once you click here, you'll get all the details like how to perform installation of Oracle Cloud Control 13. So it is a 13.5 installation on Oracle Enterprise Linux 7.8. Apart from that, we have also covered up how to install an OEM agent on the target host. And there are a lot of learning steps you can go through, and just you have to do is subscribe the channel and start watching this playlist. Okay, so without wasting much of time, I'll just move back to our original screen. So in today's session, we are going to configure an email notification. So let's move further. So as a step, we have to basically make sure the Oracle Enterprise Cloud Control server is already up and running. And as a first step, we have to basically log in into as a super administrator. So let me just go back to my OEM console and I'll try to log in into the system. So this is my Oracle Enterprise Cloud Control 13C console where I'll be logging with the sysman user, and I'll provide the password which I already have. So once you log in into the Oracle Cloud Control 13C, then you'll get the interface like this. If you want, you can modify this interface also by going to your so basically you have to go to initial setup console there where you can modify all these details. So those things we have already covered in our previous sessions related to Oracle Enterprise Manager. If you want, you can go through those videos. So our target is to configure an email notification. So first you have to go into the setup button, and after that you need to explore into the notification. So once you click on the notification, there are various tabs are there. So here you can see the mail servers, email customization, and SNMP3 trap and SMNMP1 trap, global repeat settings, and my notification schedule. So all these settings are there. Apart from that, you can also get various things like how you can add a target and how you can auto. So those things we have already covered, and if there is anything is left, well, I'm definitely going to cover those in the upcoming day. Okay, so coming back to the notifications section, so I'll just go to the notification first, and I need to click on the mail servers. Okay, so once you click on the mail server, you'll get the interface like this. So here we can see that use this page to configure the sender identification, sender identify, and the outgoing mail servers. Okay, so this is very important, the outgoing mail server. So in order to configure email notification, you should have a outgoing mail server from where you want to send a notification to the respective DBAs, or maybe the email IDs on which you want to send the notification. So outgoing mail server is very important. You should have this ready before you proceed with this session. So but in our session, I'm just doing a testing. So what I'll do, I'll use my existing Gmail servers as an outgoing mail server from where I'll try to send the email to my test environment. Okay, so on my email ID, I'll try to get it using the Gmail outgoing mail servers. So for that, I'll just provide you one link from where you can get the detail about the Gmail related email server. So just you have to keep on watching. I'll guide you how to do those things. Okay, so here we have the sender identity. So sender identity is like identifying this provide the detail of sender from whom the email notification will be sent. So this is basically an email ID of the person or the identifier or from which we are going to get the email. So suppose there is some issue is happening. So maybe this sender will be like a person whose email ID we are going to use to send the mail. So in this case, what I'll do, I'll just mention the email ID of the person from whose email ID we are going to send the emails. Okay, so this has to be part of the same mail group. So I just mentioned the test here. I'll modify it for doing the testing later. Before I'll modify this one, I'll just go here, outgoing SMTP server. So outgoing SMTP server, we have to basically click on the add. Okay, so here basically we have multiple options like host, port, and by default the port is 25, username, passwords, and here we have to use the secure connections also. Okay, so for Gmail, basically we have to use this outgoing mail servers. So for Gmail, we have the smtp.gmail.com. So if you are using for organization, so your organization will basically provide these details, the host detail as well as the port. And so in our case, I'm going to use this one, SSL and TLS. So my port will become 465. Okay, so if you go back here, this is basically for TLS and start TLS. If you are going with this option, you have to provide 587. Okay, and so now we are sticking with 465 ports, and here you have to provide your exact Gmail account, Gmail ID along with the Gmail password from which you want to send the email. So probably the same email ID which we are going to use here, I'll be going to define in the sender identity as well. Okay, so I'll just do one thing. I'll just mention my email ID here. For security reason, I'll be hiding this user and password. So once I'll put the password, I'll. So now we have already mentioned the password here, and after that, what I'll do, I'll just click OK. And here you can see the entry is mentioned, and here also you can see the confirmation, the mail server settings successfully applied. Okay, so you can basically edit this detail also if required. And apart from that, you can click on the test mail server. But before doing the test server, we have to do certain changes. So I'm going to tell you what you need to do before doing anything over here. So since Gmail is basically a very secure email, so what you have to do, you have to modify certain changes in your existing Gmail settings in order to receive the mails or in order to use the, what happen is when you use this email, so basically what will happen, it will try to send email on behalf of this from OEM server. Okay, so it will try to log in into your Gmail, and from there it will invoke the mail. So because of that, what you need to do is you have to allow the security with a little lower settings. Okay, so you need to basically go to your Gmail settings, and there you'll get the detail of this one. So basically you have to log in into your Google account, and under that you have to go to security, and you need to basically run this less secure app access. So you have to basically on this one. So for the, that means turn on the access for the third party. Not third party, basically it will basically allow application to log in, provide the authentication. So this is important in order to do the testing. So you need to basically turn on for maybe for testing purpose. Later you can again make it off, so that your Gmail and everything will be, your account will be secure. Okay, since we are using the same things for our testing, so we can do it. I'll basically make it on. So once you click there, you'll get the details like this. So allow less secure apps. So click on. So once our testing will be over, then I'll make it off once again. Okay, so this is done. And now I'll go back to the settings again. And here I need to basically click on the identify the sender test. So I'll just try to modify this one. Okay. So I'm just mentioning it as a testing email notification. So here we have to mention sender's email address. So I'll just use the sender's email address here, and so once I'll mention this one, click OK. So once you will modify this sender identity, you also get the again mail server setting successfully applied. So once this is done, I'll just go back to my documentation. So what it is saying is there are two sections that we need to. So sender settings we have already done, and outgoing mail setting is also done. So now we have to click that. So these parts are already done, and we need to move further. And next step that we have to click on add button to. Okay, so outgoing mail server configuration I already shown you. You have to mention the host and port. For this, I'll provide you the links in the description. You can go through it. I mean, how to do the testing for Gmail accounts using the Gmail SMTP server. So I'll provide you the links for the configuration setting details. Okay, you can just refer and do the same changes for your testing environments. But in actual scenarios, what happens, you will get the SMTP server details from your organization, and you need to put those details into the settings. Okay. We have to basically do the testing. So for the testing, basically we have to click on the test mail server, and we need to verify the mails. Okay. So I'll just go back here, and I'll try to click on the test mail server. So it will send a test mail. Okay, so here we can see the test SMTP test is succeeded, and the email has been sent to this particular email ID. Okay, so let's verify the email also. I'll just go back and log in into my email. I'll show you received, and here you can see that this test email message from the Oracle Enterprise Manager, and the testing email notification is here, and you can get the mails like this EM test message. Okay, so this is successful configuration done for the email notification. Okay, I'll just go back on my console, and so with this, I hope you have understood how to configure, how to perform this email notification configuration in any enterprise manager cloud control. I hope you have understood everything. If you have any questions so far, you can mention me in comment. I'll definitely try to help. With this, our today's agenda is successfully completed, and I'll stop here. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe our YouTube channel if you haven't done it, and also enroll our exclusive membership for getting a lot of benefits. Thank you. We'll meet in the next session.